show.
And we're live from Keeler Gardens. The reason why
plant is talking.
We are focused here, yes, our star of the show.
Focus is an odd word. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's pretty focused.
Yeah, okay. Okay, let's start over. Live from Keeler Gardens. Not getting distracted by Ed. We have our focus
Why would
today
you be distracted by me
on this lovely budding climbing hydrangea, because today is our first What's in Bloom tour of Keeler Gardens. So we'll start with Keeler Gardens, northwest side of Chicago on Keeler Avenue, just north of Addison. If you're in the area, Old Irving Park, Chicago, please do come visit us. That's what we're here for, to connect you with nature, to connect anyone with nature who needs a little change of scenery, something to help with their mental, physical, developmental, healing, all of those kinds of things. So,
especially right now. Yep.
So we are a 501c3. So we are here bringing you these virtual programs because our programs are on hold right now.
Can I do my little PSA now?
Yes, Ed has a PSA. And don't be frightened.
Don't be frightened. I'm just doing what I'm told. So we've been told that if you go outside, you should really have a mask on. So I went ahead and got my mask so that I can be healthy and do what I need to do. So just a PSA from Keeler Gardens: if you're going out in public, make sure you wear your mask. Okay?
And not necessarily the kind of mask that Ed is wearing.
What's wrong? It's a mask.
Okay. So that is Ed's PSA. Again, Ed trying to make a joke. And
what?
We will be moving on with our What's in Bloom tour. So
okay.
The reason why we're focused on this lovely hydrangea is that our What's in Bloom tour stems from our new program. Every day or so, we're putting up What's in Bloom or What's Emerging at Keeler Gardens on our Instagram profile. And yes.
I was going to say, this isn't in bloom, though, right?
Right. And so this week, we had some ground covers and some bulbs, but we also focused on emerging leaves that are colorful, look like a flower.
So this is what's in bud.
Sure, what's in bud. And then we haven't done our Instagram post today. We'll post some more lovely budding items that we'll show you on the way. So we're going to give you a little show off here of what's going on in Keeler Gardens. We talked about Lenten Rose on a previous video.
I thought they were hellebores.
They are hellebores.
Right.
They're both. We're going to come around here, past the fairy garden to...
We're going to have to do that one day.
To our coral bells, our heuchera. If you look really down low here, you see these guys emerging. Look at those tiny, see my finger? Look at how tiny those emerging leaves are. And this is what they're going to look like and they'll be bigger. Mm-hmm. But that's what we're trying to show you today, is that stuff is emerging that's really, really extraordinary for you to look at. All right? And over here, if you come this way, they're not open wide because it hasn't been bright enough over here in the shade, but this is an anemone. It's almost like a purple daisy of sorts. It's a lovely early blooming bulb, and it's tucked here under more hellebore. We're going to move this way. Also some lovely buds here. I don't know if you can see them. This is Bleeding Heart. I mean, it's so tiny. I'm not sure that you'll be able to make that out. Oh, and as a warning, we know that these videos are very, very blurry and very pixelated.
So head on over to YouTube and later on.
Yes, we'll put the link in the comments.
But this is a great time to type any questions in.
And if you see anything that we're not addressing that you want to know what it is, you ask us and we'll tell you.
All right,
okay?
And that's the pulmonaria.
Pulmonaria, the lungwort that we featured on Instagram a couple days ago. This one is so lovely because it blooms in all these different colors, and look, it has like splashed, spotted, speckled leaves. It's really pretty, and it fills in spaces and it seeds itself. If you turn to the right, also in bud is our fritillaria, guinea hen flower. It has this sort of checkerboard pattern, and it's going to open up and be a very rich, either purple, mottled purple, or a blonde tone.
And that back there in the background is
that's the paper bark maple. And is it budding yet? No, this one's not waking up yet. We need some time for that. So we're going to move along and show you some more over here as we go. Ed, if you can take a step in here and we can point out, that is Royal Raindrops crabapple. So those are all our little leaves. We'll see if we'll get flowers. They're on their way. This guy it's called an espalier. It's a single plane
Should
tree.
probably come back out. So
It's up against a wall, and this is growing in pretty much full shade, and crabapples like full sun. So this is an experiment to see if we'll get flowers.
And how many years has it been going on?
This is the second or third summer.
Okay.
And the reason why we planted this here is even if it doesn't get flowers, if you notice, the foliage has like a sort of a maroon tint to it. It's a wonderful contrast with all the green, even if it doesn't flower. All right. If we can get a little zoom in over here, I'm not sure if it'll work, but this is barberry, and
can you put your hand behind it? I know that your
Yeah.
hand isn't the most exciting on the video, but
you might
be
be able to
focus a little bit
better.
More time.
And if not, you'll have to come by and see it. There's these beautiful burgundy buds, and they're going to open to a bright yellow, and it has an incredible scent. It's really a beautiful, beautiful plant. When they open, it might be better for the video. All right, we're going to move along.
Okay.
We have more coral bells over here. This is called, I believe, it might be tiramisu is what it's called. So this
I'm
is
hungry.
This is the new beautiful budding here, and then it's going to turn into this sort of soft peachy color as it gets bigger. And then next to it,
have a few.
we have one or two of these beautiful harmony irises left here. There was a whole sort of swath of them, but it's been warm enough that they've come and they're fading now. All right, we're going to move along.
Of course, we have.
We have the beautiful hyacinth that smells so lovely, and I think if we get close, we can see there's two different kinds here. So this one is coming up. This one's on its way. This is the dark pink. Lovely. And then we have a very light pink one. And we also have another version of the light pink that, like, the striping is very vivid. You see these vivid stripes in there? I call it candy striper.
Cool.
And so, and these smell lovely. These are just beautiful. We still have a few blue juniper berries left from previous, I think that's from the previous season. All right, we're going to pick up and move again to the next area. Obviously, in the background, we have wonderful daffodils still going
Kind of hard
strong.
to see because we're both in sun and shade here.
Got it. And if we pan to the right slowly, we'll see that our cherry tree is waking up. So it's looking really healthy this year. Look at all that greenery on it. I don't know if we can make out all those buds.
Pretty blue sky though.
And then we'll come around to look at, this is a spirea. There's a lot of different kinds of spirea. This is a cultivar. Although this spirea is not native to our area, it's a beautiful plant in that the leaves emerge in this wonderful color. I don't know if you can see how burgundy and rusty they are, and orange and sort of burnt on fire. And all the new leaves are that color, and then it'll fade to a natural, bright green actually, and then it puts out these fantastic flowers that the bees love.
What's with the pink?
Oh, okay. So that is a euonymus. It's either Silver Gaiety or Silver Queen. I can't remember the cultivar. In the winter, when it's in its relatively dormant state, because it is an evergreen, and this guy is actually not doing that great, its white tinting turns a little pink, almost like how green leaves turn red in the fall.
Oh, okay. So it does that in the winter.
It does that in the winter, and then it's this variegated with like an ivory.
Like holly, the leaf structure. I know it's not.
Holly's way
not
pointier.
related,
Yeah, and Holly's
has that nice
leatherier.
pointy-
Yeah. So this guy, we have a couple of full ones in the front. It's lovely. This was like sort of an extra. We were trying to see if we could get it to make its way here. So we're going to go to this pot, this very interesting pot. And don't trip and fall.
Thank you.
And in this interesting pot, so this is a funny story. Have you ever seen draping daffodils before?
That's what happens when you leave them in the shed
These were in the shed, and we didn't bring them out early enough, and so they woke up in the shed and they didn't have enough light. So that's
But
why
they were all
yellow.
But
they're greening up nicely. But it's the grape hyacinth that we want to focus on. These little guys. Grape hyacinth is very unique in that sometimes each one of those buds doesn't always open, so you don't actually see the inside of the flowers all the time. All right. So we're gonna pitch to the left here, and I'm going to show you. So these are some of those daffodils. So. These were actually draping all the way down, but they're still going to bloom in this sort of unique
look at that
pose.
one going.
And this one is doing very well.
Yeah. And you can kind of see the daffodils in the back along the shed.
And we're going to come around and go into the sunshine and show you another really lovely new thing that's budding.
Okay. Which way?
Come toward.
Okay.
All right. So I don't know if you can see it. Just watch your step here. Okay. This is burning bush. Now here's what's cool about seeing this at this time. Can you get all in the sunshine so that we can?
I'm trying. You can see the buds.
It's not just the buds I want them to see. I want them to see that the stems are not totally round. See that they're called winged. There's a little bit of bark sticking out. So there's like a little wing here and there's a little wing there. There's like little ridges. That's how you identify burning bush when you can't see the beautiful red leaves in the fall.
Huh.
And the buds are gorgeous too. And this does make flowers too. So this one's also just waking up. And then we're going to come around and let's see what else do we have waking up over here. We have more heuchera in the corner. Oh, this is our urban apple. We'll do a series on edibles once things are, really waking up. But this is one of our urban apples waking up here.
Cool.
And then we're going to come across. I want everyone to see the beautiful, just as the spirea I showed you emerged sort of reddish and rusty colored. This is amber jubilee 9-bark. It's not physocesia. It's I'm so sorry, I don't remember the Latin name.
All right,
it escapes
Stop
me.
it.
It's a P. It starts with a P, I think. But look at this beautiful orange. I mean, it's really a stunning color. It's just striking. It's lovely. And then we have more of those funny pots with the grape hyacinth in them. And I wonder, these look like they're opening a little bit more. We'll get some close-up shots and put those on Instagram.
The poppies are coming.
Poppies are coming. We're going to move this way. We have a unique plant here that many people have not heard of, and it's actually coming up. Look at these flowers. They're coming up, and then the leaves will be behind. It's called red leaf muckdina.
Red leaf muckdina.
I think it's muckdina, yeah.
Cool.
It's just a really unique, lovely guy, and it has this beautiful color. We put it in here to, again, break up some of all that green that we're seeing. And if we pan to the right a little bit, you'll see the buds here. That is blueberry. So those are,
we
this
got a
one's
better blueberry.
Yeah, we have a better one
here.
over here. Look at all those. Can you see, can you make those out? I'm not sure.
Keep your hand there for a second.
Keep it here.
And stop moving.
So you may or may not be able to see that. We'll try to get some good pictures of these to put up for you guys.
But those are all going to be
blueberries. Those will all be flowers and eventually blueberries.
Nice. And then look at that white
And
hyacinth.
then the white is just and so interestingly, to get white hyacinth on screen is going to be hard. It's so bleached no matter how hard we try. There's one in shade.
Pretty good.
Pretty good? Great. And then we have roses all over the place. That are opening up and they look lovely too. Let's see what we got in the back. Anything back there? We're gonna jump to this side. More of those pretty hyacinths. This is actually a Weigela. It's not anywhere near ready yet, so we're getting there with that one. And Ed wanted us to talk about phlox, so we're gonna.
I did.
The moss phlox.
Oh, the moss phlox.
So what
yes,
I want you
yes,
to
yes.
see today is, Ed, if you can bring the camera around into here.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm going to shade it too much.
Okay.
See the tips. See how the tips are reddish? See? Get some reddish there, some reddish here. See how the tips are red? All of this beautiful, this is actually phlox, not moss. All of this is going to be covered in a beautiful, like pinkish blue flower. So that's on its way. And then its cousin, the garden phlox, won't be with us until summer, but we do have the woodland phlox in the front, and we'll feature that soon also. And that's sempervivum, forgive me again on the pronunciation, it's hens and chicks. We made a little mini rock garden there. It actually is turning out very well.
It is.
Yeah. And let's see what else we've got.
Don't think we have any.
We might. They're hidden still. So inside each one of these, I don't know if you guys can see that. Inside each one of these guys, there might be lilacs coming out of there. I don't.
Flowers.
Wait, yeah. Let me see it. There's some blooming over here. I don't want to open it up and like ruin the flowers. So, but there's.
We'll come back.
So this is called sensation lilac, which if they bloom, they're stunning. If you don't know lilac, it's hard for me to explain, but think of lilac. Think of every little, like, it's like a rich, deep, not deep purple, but deeper than the traditional lilac purple. And then every single petal is outlined in white. It's phenomenal. It's really unique. And the leaves are big and green and leathery. And our bees are here again! Bloomstead every Saturday! Yay! Nice to see you. We'll give you an update on how the bees are doing too. So we're almost through with our tour in the back. We want to show you lilacs. There are some here. Is it too dark? Can you get that?
No. I'll put my hand behind this time.
You can see all those little flowers coming.
Yep, hopefully. Cool.
So,
wow, this one's going to be a nice show.
Yeah, and so can you
up.
do up and down on this one? I want people to see the nature of what we've done here. Okay, so this is a
lilac.
I want to say it's a Miss Kim, but it's not a Miss Kim. It's too tall for Miss Kim, but it's related. It's in that vein. It's not the Meyer because the leaves are much bigger. But if you notice, it's a tree. So when we got this, it looked like this. Can they see this one?
I think so.
I'm not sure. And what we did was we picked one branch. I don't know how many years ago this was, maybe 5 years ago, 8 years ago. We picked one stem. We cut everything else down and we let that stem go. And we just kept cutting everything else down. I don't know if you can see it or not, but see that? It wants to be a bush.
There's one right back there.
And so we'll cut that down to keep it a tree. And so now today we have this wonderful tree. Oh wow, we're actually damaging it. Okay. And so now we have a lilac tree that blooms up here and not down there because it's a walkway. And if it had been a shrub, it would have taken up way too much space. And,
well, plus the flowers are right at like.
They're right here. Now you're gonna. But what we'll probably have to do again is we'll probably have to maybe rein this branch in and rein this branch in, because it is coming out too far to the walkway again. So that gives you an idea of what's emerging here. And I know that these aren't actual flowers that we're looking at, but each of these details is really lovely. One more to feature is our honeysuckle. We're trying to figure out how to
tame it.
Get this sort of upright more. We need another trellis. But if you look at this, can you see close? It was really shady back here, so I'm not sure if we can see it. It's a beautiful, almost purple green leaf, maroon green leaf. It's sparse on the vine, but the flowers they smell wonderful. And look they're on their way. Look at that. Already we've got some buds coming. It's very exciting. So that's what's going on right now. No questions, no concerns. Anyone any concerns about anything?
Let's get out of the wind tunnel.
That's right. We are in a wind tunnel. So everything that we talked about, if anyone has any questions, let us know. We'll feature the climbing hydrangea on a future episode. We'll feature the lilacs on a future episode. We'll have pictures of the guinea hen flowers as they come out. And we have other programs we want you to participate in. If you want us to put up a prayer flag for you, a symbol of something that you're wishing for, that you wish for the community, let us know. If you want to draw it, if you want us to draw it, we'll show you how, walk you through, we'll do it, whatever you like, let us know. We want everyone to take the benefit of that program. We're doing our What's in Bloom virtually every day during the week on Instagram. We'll have what's going on, a picture of something extraordinary, a couple photos. And then on Saturdays, we'll sort of review all those pretty things that we showed you on Instagram, take you for a tour around the space, see what's changed, what's blooming. And then we have our live videos here every day.
Monday through Saturday.
And we try to put little chalk reminders on our sidewalk and on our easel. It's been so windy lately, we haven't had the easel out because it just keeps falling over.
This isn't easily done.
Okay. Our cats at work are around. Hunter is hanging out. If you ever want to come and visit with them, just make sure that you're keeping your social distance from other people. Cats are fine. Just call out to Hunter, and if she wants to be pet, if she's around, she'll come and sit on your lap, or she'll come and pay some attention to you. If you have questions on anything that you see, please let us know. Our programs and our presence here is for you, for the community. We are working right now on developing two unique spaces, two Keeler Gardens type spaces that we are hoping will be open
in the neighborhood
for people to visit. One is in our neighborhood around the corner, and another one is in a actually different neighborhood in Chicago, about 20 minutes away from here. But if it works out, it'll be a lovely space. So that's what we're here for. We're here to work with you to create some special things. And we'll keep you up to date on our beehives, and maybe next week we'll give you the results of our honey tasting.
Ooh, that's right. We
comparing
haven't done
last
that
year to this year. And we'll have lots of things going on. We're going to talk about tempering plants. We're going to talk about fire pits. We're going to talk about upcycling and recycling materials.
And anything that people would like
Anything
us
that
to
you're
cover.
interested in, please let us know. Any level. If you have a question like, what's grass? We'll answer it. If you have a question, what's a flower? We will answer it. That's what we're here for. We're here to get you excited about connecting with nature so that we're all a strong, healthy community together. All right? So we just ask you to keep in mind that we are a nonprofit, and if you know of any grants or any programs or of any sponsors, please do put them in contact with us. And if you want to volunteer in virtual ways, like helping us create videos or helping us publish our book, please let us know. That's what we're here for, to partner with anyone who's interested in connecting with nature in any way that
And helping
they can.
others connect
and
with
helping
nature, too.
others connect with nature. Share these videos, share our page, tell people about us. That's the only way that this wave of betterment for all of us will make it from us to you to the next community. We want to be a pilot for communities everywhere. Everybody should have a place in their community where they can walk by every day and take that deep breath of nature. So thank you so much. Enjoy the garden. We'll see you soon.